Okay, little buddy. You just stay right behind your old pal the skipper and everything's gonna be just fine. All we have to do is follow these clues and find the magic stone tablet and we can get off this forsaken island once and for all. So Gilligan, please try not to mess things up. Just this one time. Stay away from the quicksand and don't go wandering off into any dark caves. Can you promise me that, little buddy? Little buddy. Now, where has he gone to? Gilligan, get out of that tree and stop messing around. Okay, just walk right in my footsteps and don't cause any more trouble, or we could be stuck doing reruns forever. Okay, little buddy? Gilligan? Gilligan! Oh, viewers, it's fun when the box art makes fun of the game a little bit. This is The Adventures of Gilligan's Island, which would lead you to believe that the island is actually going on an adventure. This is not the case, as when you start the game up, it simply says Gilligan's Island. From our good friends, we have lots of good friends, don't we, viewers? Except for a couple. We have a lot of good friends. Bandi, that's right, Bandi made this. Same people who made the Power Rangers games, and many others, I'm sure. And Human Entertainment. It was developed by Human Entertainment Inc. and published by Bandi. Why? Because someone thought it would be a great idea to make a game in 1990 based off a 1960s sitcom. Kind of Roger Rabbit-esque. We control the skipper, and we are followed around by Gilligan, who's controlled by the computer. The game's 4 levels are dotted with threats from creatures in addition to headhunters and the surrounding terrain. We have to wander the island, collecting various objects, speaking with the other castaways, the millionaire and his wife, the professor, and Marianne, while solving various puzzles. Hey, they didn't mention Ginger. Players must also frequently rescue Gilligan, who frequently gets stuck in things. The player has to cut him free or rescue him if he falls down one of the many holes. The game has a password feature for each level. Enemies deplete the player's life bar, and there is also a time limit for each level. The skipper can attack most of the game's enemies with a punch, and there are a total of 4 bosses in the game. A gorilla, a large cannibal who is the leader of the headhunters, and a skeleton. And for those of you keeping score, you'll realize that that was only 3 bosses. Don't know which is right. This one's different, viewers. It is stage-based, but the stages are non-linear. But it's not a platformer game either. It's really kind of bizarre. Like I said, it plays a lot like Roger Rabbit does. I've never been able to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing because I've never given it enough time. It seems to me kind of like they had this idea for a game and then decided to slap Gilligan's Island stuff on top of it. The controls are not bad. There's just no real anything to tell you if what you're doing is correct or where you're going is the right way. This probably would be a fun one to play through if you manage to make it through the first level without too much trouble. But the levels are huge and you don't have a lot of health, and so far I've never found any way to actually attack enemies in the game because the skipper's punch seems to be pretty useless, and B, anything to restore health, which you're going to lose life playing this game. So. Graphics aren't too bad. Music's okay. It's, it is what it is. All Game gave this a 1.5 out of 5 stars. And I'm going to be honest, usually I'm pretty rough on games like this. This one I'm going to give a pass. I would give this one, from what little I have played, which is really not much more than what you've seen, I would give it a 2.5 stars. Which, at a 2.5 out of 5, ooh, that's still 50%. But I think on playing it longer, it would actually get kind of fun.